boots. Okay, Annie. You're going to tell me where Joshua is, and don't you dare say you don't know. Oh! Okay, bud. Where are you? You called me. Fran, it's me. No. Listen, you can't come back to theaters right now. You have to stay away. Do you hear me? I don't care where you go, Fran. You just have to make sure nobody sees you. I will send that money order. Fran, it's a lot of money. Okay, I'll put it in that P.O. box that you gave me. And all you have to do, listen to me, is you have to stay away. Nobody can find you. Make yourself a new life or something, and I'll try to keep mine with Josh. Fran, I'm not going to talk to you for a little while. So I want you to take care of yourself. And remember what I said. Just stay away. Goodbye, Fran. Okay. I took care of that. Nobody knows what happened to you, sweetheart. If I can just make it through tonight, I'll be all right. Josh and Reva cannot run into each other until then. Hey, good morning.
Shane wanted me to tell you that he finished his breakfast before he got on the school bus.
Good for him. I was worried about that little guy. Listen, I know that you didn't want to spend the night here.
No, I didn't. But I do see how it was a good thing for Shane. I'm going to get going.
I hope you believe me when I say that I don't care what happens between us. All I care about is that these children are happy and healthy.
I know that.
Oh, Josh, while you're here, could you do me a little favor? You know the refrigerator door? It's doing that thing again. I don't know how to fix it. Could you possibly look at it, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll look at it. Well, let me make a phone call real quick,
Josh,
and in private, if you don't mind.
Can that wait just a second, because I really have something to talk to you about.
I really have so many things
important.
to do today.
I promise
really.
It won't take long.
I'll tell you what, we'll talk after the phone call.
No,
okay?
It can't. It's about Reva.
What the hell is going on with you? I really don't want you to take this the wrong way, okay? But I just don't want to talk to you about Reva.
But this affects all of us. You, me, Reva, and the kids.
I thought we went through this already. I'm not walking out on this marriage because of Reva. I would have done it anyway.
I don't think so, sweetheart.
Well, I'm
anyway,
sorry you feel that way,
That doesn't matter. That's not the point anymore.
Okay. What is the point?
The point is, Josh, I really thought about things while you were away. Would you like to sit down just for a second, please? And I've really tried hard to accept the reality of my life. And doing that, it's made a lot of things more clear, you know, including why Reva went out of control last night.
What exactly do you mean when you say
Well, you saw what she did. She wasn't acting like herself. And I honestly believe if I wasn't pregnant, she would have smashed me, not that picture.
Annie, Reva's not a violent person.
Well, maybe you've just never seen that side of her. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you is that if I was in Reva's shoes, maybe I'd be spinning out of control the way she did. And I wanted to say, I don't hold any grudges. I don't want things to go on the way they have been.
Neither do I.
And I know how to stop it right away. I am convinced that if we settle things between us, Reva will get back to her old self. And you know what? I will get back to my old self, and I have been missing that person a lot lately.
If we settle things between... What exactly do you mean by that?
You know how much I love Mara and Shane, and I want them to have the life that they deserve. And in spite of everything, Josh, I still love you, and I want you to be happy.
Where are you going with this?
Can't you tell?
Well, it sounds like...
You can have your divorce, Josh.
Good morning.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I'm not in a very good mood.
I guess you didn't hear from Josh, huh?
No. And I still don't know whether he's still out of town or what, and it's making me crazy. Especially after last night.
Well, did you go see Fran like you said you were going to?
No, she was supposed to be out of town for a few days, and I thought for sure she'd be back this morning, but I tried calling her, and there's still no answer. I just feel like there's been this big cover-up. I can't find anyone. I can't get any answers.
Well, I was thinking that Annie has other friends. Maybe she told one of them that she's trying to fool you into thinking you're her sister, and you can get proof from them.
Oh, I am way past needing proof that Annie lied. Our little friend invited me into her lair last night and dropped a little bombshell. She admitted to me that she conned me into believing she was my sister.
She told you?
I got it right out of the horse's mouth. I could have killed her, Abby. Lucky for her, she was pregnant, and I just broke a few knickknacks.
Oh, Reva. Well, maybe she has had a change of heart.
Heart? The woman doesn't have a heart. It's just the same old tired M.O.
An M.O.?
Never mind. It's the way Annie is. You know, you back her into a corner, and she gives you a few details, but it's only enough to cover her tail someplace else.
Like what?
Like who the real father of her baby is.
I don't understand. This is Josh's, right?
That's what she says, but I'm not so sure anymore. You see, Annie has a connection to a local fertility clinic. And the connection isn't just that it was Fran's old job.
You think that she might be carrying someone else's child? I know it's hard to accept that Josh is the father, Reva.
No, Abby. There's more to it than that. I know that I don't have any proof yet. But Annie has been covering up a lot of things these days. Annie is never what she seems to be.
But this is just so far-fetched.
Everything Annie has done has been far-fetched, and I just have the worst feeling.
Okay. I think that you are so upset because you're doing all of this on your own. And as soon as you talk to Josh and you tell him about all of these lies, this nightmare is just going to go away.
That's what's scary, Abby. Every time that I'm with Annie, I feel like things aren't going to get better. I think she would do anything to hold on to Joshua. Anything.
I had time to calm down and think, Josh, and I realized that we are both caring, rational people who are capable of making the best decision for our family and our future family.
This is a big change for you.
Like they say in AA, you have to own up to your problems and deal with them. You can't expect everyone else to solve them.
I'm glad to hear you talking like this, Annie. One of the reasons I took so long to tell you how I feel was that I was afraid that you would react badly.
Well, I'm surprised, Josh. You should know by now I don't get knocked down that easily.
I guess you don't.
Yeah, and if I have to raise a little white flag to the woman that you love more than your own life, then I will deal with it. We really do have to talk about Reva, Josh, because she has been an elephant in the room all along, and we keep pretending that she's invisible, but she's not, you know. She's always there. I know it, and you know it. I wish I could have been that woman for you. Nothing would have made me happier. But I'm not.
Annie, you know something? I hope that you don't think that I spent all my time comparing you to Reva. That's not the way it was. You came into my life at a time when I was lost, when I didn't think I could ever have a relationship with anybody, really. And you proved me wrong. And I will... Part of me will love you for that forever.
But there's a bigger part that will always love Reva, right? Anyway, we have some important decisions to make, don't we? And like I said before, I don't want any stress between you and me and Reva. So why don't we be the best people we can be and the best parents we can be and get this divorce rolling, okay?
Get off the phone! go!
Give me a phone. Calm down. Now, at least you know that Josh has told Annie that he's leaving the...
No, she is on the phone coming up with another plan to get Josh back, and she doesn't want to be interrupted.
But getting upset about this is
or
not going to
she's
help.
talking to Alan Spaulding, and the two of them are plotting a way to stick the knife into Josh's back even deeper.
Okay, now, do you know for sure that of this?
No, you know I don't know for sure. I don't have any proof of that, but Annie couldn't have done this alone.
Well...
You know, Abby, I think that if Annie could resurrect Jeffrey Dahmer, she'd conference him in, too.
Eva, you have not had any sleep. This is not helping anything.
You know what? This all started the day Annie told Josh that she was pregnant. She has manipulated him, and she's tried to hold on to him with every ounce of strength she has in her, and she doesn't give a damn.
Yes, I know how selfish Annie is.
I mean, how do you deal with something like that? How do you fight someone who lies so easily? Hello? What? What is it?
Well, I'm just thinking that Annie is not the only one who has lied in this whole mess. You have lied, too. You lied to Josh about your love for him.
You know what, Annie? I'm really glad we're having this conversation. I am, but I have got to make this phone call.
Josh,
right?
no.
This has been left off the hook. What is this?
I took it off the hook last night.
Why did you do that?
I did it for Shane's sake. He's been going through a lot of turmoil lately, and I was trying to give him peace and quiet.
Annie...
If you're thinking that I was worried that Reva was going to call
you know something? That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Come on. You saw what she did last night. She hasn't been herself, and I didn't want Shane to hear his mother's voice as angry as she was when she left here. And to be honest with you, I didn't know how I was going to deal with her. And I didn't want Shane to hear all this, Josh, so I took the phone off the hook.
I wish you hadn't have done that.
Oh, come on. After a good night's rest, I'm sure Reva will be okay, and I slept on it, too. So if she calls, I'll be glad to talk to her.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I told you that I didn't want any stress between us, Josh. Come on, the quicker this divorce goes, the better everyone is going to feel, especially Reva. So can we please talk about the divorce?
Annie, I just want to make sure that this is what you really want to do.
Oh, I know what I have to do. I don't have any question in my mind.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you've come to this decision so quickly.
Yeah, a messy divorce would be the worst thing for all of us.
I'm not trying to run away from my responsibility to you and this baby. I hope you know that.
Oh, I do. You made that perfectly clear.
I want to make sure you understand that completely.
I do, and you set up that really generous trust fund for both of us.
I will always be there for this child. Okay? Don't ever doubt that.
I won't. Not in a million years.
I really have to go.
No, wait, Josh. I really want to get these divorce proceedings going as soon as possible, and I've already found a way to get them going as quickly and as quietly as we can. I mean, if that's all right with you, of course. Openly and honestly, didn't this morning prove anything to you?
Yes, in a sense.
Then why do we need to retreat to different camps? Come on, Ross will come here and straighten everything out, put everything out on the table, no muss, no fuss, just before the cocktail party
Annie,
tonight.
I can't stay. I'm going to that cocktail party. I've got things I have to do, all right? I have to go.
Please, Josh, just for a little while, so Ross can talk to both of us.
You're going to do fine on your own. I'll call you later and see how it went, okay? Goodbye.
Please, God, don't let Josh run into Reva before tonight.
Not the only one who lied.
What do you mean?
I mean that you have lied too, and you know it. You lied to Josh about your love.
I thought I was doing the right thing. For once in my life, I thought that I was putting that ahead of what I wanted. And wouldn't you know that it would all be for nothing?
Well, I'm not sure that lying is the answer to anything.
I lied to Josh because I love him.
I know.
And Rick lied to you because he loves you and he didn't want to lose you.
It's not...
I know it doesn't make it right. I know it doesn't. But I don't want you and Rick to lose each other, Abby. And as far as Josh goes, I hope that's not over. I hope that once I tell him the truth, he'll understand why I lied to him.
I hope so, too. Because I need to believe that something like this can be repaired.
So do I. Oh, honey, so do I.
I have some things I need to get done upstairs.
Okay, Bud, where are you? Hello? Matt? No, he's not here. Why? Is he back? He is. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the best news I've had all day. No. Believe me, I'll find him. Thanks, Matt.
Josh, you're back.
Abby, I'm looking for Reva. Is she here?
Well, I didn't know she left.
Reva!
Maybe
Hello?
she was here a few minutes ago. Oh, her car is gone.
Do you have any idea where she went?
Well, she's probably out looking for you. She's been trying to reach you.
Matt told me that she has something important to talk to me about. Do you know anything about that at all?
Yes, well, so much has happened. And, you know, I think that she should probably tell you about this herself.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If she comes back here, you tell her to stay put. Okay?
Right,
Thank you.
I will, but I don't know if it's going to make any difference. You know, maybe the reason you two can't get together is because you never stop. I never see either one of you sit down so that you can actually connect. You're always running somewhere, away from each other, or towards each other, and you go so fast that you never have time to actually find each other. I'm sorry. I should not have stuck my nose in where it doesn't belong. I love Reva, and I just want her to be happy.
Let me tell you something. I love Reva, too, okay? And if she gives me a chance, I'm going to prove that to her. And you can take that to the bank, all right? I'll see you.
Oh, she will give you a chance.
Where is he, Annie? Come on. Don't look at me like that. I know he's back from his trip. Did he come over here? Answer me. There's no way you're going to keep me from telling you what a damn liar you are. I know that you've been trying to keep me and Josh from talking. The phone's been off the hook all morning. He was here, wasn't he?
Hello, Reva.
What do you think you're trying to do, Annie?
The phone is back on the hook, Reva.
Oh, so you're admitting it. You took the phone off the hook. When did you do that, last night?
Yeah, after you trashed my living room, Josh came home, and Shane wasn't feeling well, so I thought he needed some rest. So I took the phone off the hook.
Shane spent the night here?
Yes. And you're not going to like this, but he really missed me when he was away. He's having a tough time, so I think we should all try to work together for him.
Annie. The only person you care about is you and what you want.
Sorry you feel that way, Reva.
Well, here's a news flash for you, Annie. You're not going to keep Josh.
I know that.
Reva, I think you should go. We were in the middle of a meeting.
Watch your back, Ross. Annie's a real schemer, trust me. Where is he?
I don't know.
Try again.
Maybe he's in the office or the construction shack or something. Do you see now why I have to let Josh go, Ross?
Where are you, Joshua? You had
had them take my memorial plaque off when I came back. When you knew that I was still alive. But I'm not alive yet. I still don't have you, Bud.